Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for March of 2024. This month, we're going to jump right in here. You have this wombat spirit that says, be at home. You have a skunk spirit that says, know your worth. Kind of interesting. I think like a lot of people have had these cards this month of, really kind of needing to know your worth, needing to stand up for yourself, needing to also act as if you are, worth what you're worth, right? And I feel that could be very beneficial for you. You have the Three of Wands, the World, and the Two of Pentacles. It's also funny that you have that Be at Home card. Some of you could be looking for a place to call home or where you can be at home, where you feel like you are home. And I kind of feel that's more what this is talking about. I don't think it's saying stay home, of course. I think that it's more saying that you need to, that you could be looking for a place to call home, especially with the World and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, he's looking for an opportunity. He's looking for a place to, to go on an adventure or whatever. And I kind of feel like some of you are looking for that. It might not even literally be your home either. This could be a community to belong to. It could be like a career or a business that you belong to that feels like home as well. And I kind of feel like that's what you are, that's what you're trying to find, or that's what you are looking for. Of course, every time I do that, every time I grab the first card, it messes all the other cards up, right? But you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, it says, what are you waiting for? Three of Wands is my card of like waiting for the perfect moment to do something when there never will be a perfect moment. So I feel it's time for you to get out into the world and go exploring. The story of the Three of Wands is that he's looking at that water there. It's golden in color, and he thinks he's looking at the desert. But when he looks closer, he sees that there are ships on the desert, and he's actually looking at the water. So it kind of really represents looking at something where you don't think there's an opportunity, but then discovering an opportunity. And quite frankly, I think that is the time that we are in. I literally feel that Pluto in Aquarius, which is going to be basically the next 20 years. Pluto's in Aquarius right now. It is going to retrograde back into Capricorn before it officially moves into Aquarius in November. And so when that but it doesn't matter. It's in Aquarius, right? It's been in Aquarius multiple times already. And what I would say here is that it's all about kind of looking at things closer. That's not really what Pluto in Aquarius represents, but I think the time that we're in, and part of that being Pluto in Aquarius, means that we have to look closer at opportunity that comes by. Or, if we get an inspiration to do something, I think that another kind of thing that could be popping up for people at this time is that we could be feeling inspired to do something that doesn't really necessarily like make sense with what we think the direction of our life should be, or maybe we feel like we should move in a new direction or do something differently, but we're like, oh, I already have this thing over here established, right? So it's like maybe you have a business and you get this inspiration to start another business, or maybe you have a job and you get an inspiration to quit and start a business or something like that. And so the Three of Wands kind of says take the risk because you'll be successful. You have the World right here. I feel that you have the Starfish and you also have the Star card. So if you're trying to get attention in the world, or if you already have a job that requires you to get attention, or if you do something that's public facing, this is very, very good energy for you. You could be finding a lot of a success or achieving a lot right now. You have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. Two of Pentacles says put energy into the things also that you want to see grow. And that's really what I'm getting here. I actually don't consider this card to represent that, but intuitively that's what I'm getting off that card. I feel that for some of you it's saying like put energy into the things that you want to see grow. With the Three of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords says do not rush. So I feel for some of you that it's just saying like don't rush into things at this time. Take your time. But I do feel like something is rushing in. This could be an opportunity. I feel it's going to inspire you here. You have a lot of stuff about resources. Three of Wands. You also have this Camel card. The camel, camels can survive in the desert. And, it kind of is a card of resources. It represents some other things we'll talk about as well. But, I feel that you have the resources even if you feel like you don't. With the World, what do you know? You have the Three of Wands. Whenever cards repeat themselves like this, it basically just is the universe repeating itself saying, I meant what I said. So make sure to pay attention to any opportunities that come your way. With the Two of Pentacles, here you go. You have a big new opportunity coming in for you. I'm pretty sure your last reading was something about opportunity. I'm actually going to look because I have my YouTube up over here, and Your last reading, or might have been your last monthly reading now that I think about it, but I feel for some of you, I'm not going to waste a bunch of time looking for it, but I feel like there's some sort of big opportunity coming in for you. Wasn't I was saying something about like Virgo Unleashed or something like that in your last reading, or I think I titled your reading Virgo Unleashed or something like that, because it seems to me like maybe your last reading, this reading, or it might have been the one before, the bonus readings that I did. It was about something about you kind of putting yourself out into the world or unleashing yourself on the world, right? And I get that feeling here, especially going to the Star. You have the Queen of Wands. You have all these like very bold cards, and so I feel it is time for you to reveal something to the world, share your story. If you do something that requires getting attention, getting positive attention, all that stuff. You have the Camel here. The Camel. This is coming up in the area of the unexpected. The Camel says you have the resources necessary to be very successful. It's about being resourceful, the Camel. It's about surviving on very little as well. And I'm not saying you're going to have very little, but it basically says you can accomplish a lot with very little. So, don't discount your capabilities. You have the Starfish card, and the Starfish represents inspiration. You have the Star here as well. The Star also represents needing to follow your inspirations. So if you have those random moments of inspiration, or sudden flashes of insight in your brain, I would pay attention to that. The Starfish also kind of represents being flexible. The Starfish can move in all those different directions whenever it wants. It can change direction, and I do get something here in this reading, especially with the Nine of Wands right here. Nine of Wands is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So it would be an amazing time for you to just stay open to experimentation and, different ways of doing things. And I think the more flexible you can stay, the better with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, like I said, is my card of experimentation. One thing I will tell you is that you have Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups to the High Priestess. This, to me, is saying don't let something remain a mystery. The Seven of Cups is like having a goal, looking at the goal and thinking about all the different things that could happen, but never actually following through with the goal, whatever it is. So the Seven of Cups says you need to F around and find out. You need to find out what will happen if you try to go live your best life. You need to find out what will happen if you move towards your inspiration, Starfish. You need to find out what will happen if you go on that date with that person, or whatever the case may be. Whatever you're wishing for here, it's almost like you need to try it in the real world. You need to stop fantasizing about it, Seven of Cups, and you need to bring it down to earth. Seven of Cups, personally, I consider the Seven of Cups to be a good card. I think that you're looking at all these options. It is a card of having options, but the one thing I will say about it is, again, he's looking up here. He needs to bring it down to reality. He needs to bring whatever he's dreaming about into reality, and if he does that, he will find fulfillment. Nine of Cups, right here. So there's something here about you needing to bring something into this reality. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness, the whole entire reading. You have like 900 resourcefulness cards here. So, I would just be resourceful, tap into resources. This could be the resource of other people as well. So there could be like people in your life that you learn from that could, that could lead to a lot of success for you. All sorts of stuff. So I would just pay attention to that. But let's see what is going on here. With the Nine of Wands, what do you know? You have the Star card, so definitely time for you to pay attention to your inspirations. The Star really kind of represents having a North Star, having something that you can aim at, having that kind of like a guiding light. And I feel you need a guiding light in your life right now. It could be like a big goal, wish, or dream, or something you want to accomplish. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Time to get to work. So I like the Eight of Pentacles because the Eight of Pentacles to me represents material success on the horizon. So I feel that there is a lot of like growth and abundance and success coming in for you with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like I feel like you're creating things as well. So that looks good. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with in your life. So Ten of Swords really kind of represents completion energy, or needing to allow something to complete in your life. And I feel for a lot of you that you're ending past cycles. You even have this never-ending story coming up right here. So this never-ending story card is represents a never-ending story, something that keeps repeating in your life. And you have that breathe card. So the interesting thing that I will say to you here, Virgo, is that you have the star twice. Star comes up after the tower. So the star can say that you've had a tower moment in the past. Of course, we all have. And there could be a part of your story that you're changing. I'm pretty sure I've said this to you before, so, I feel like I'm repeating myself as I say that to you, so maybe, but what I would say is if there are any parts of your story that you repeat, it's like, how can you change it? If there is something you don't like, how can you literally tell a new story? What do you have to do? What actions do you have to take? Again, we don't have to be victims of our story, right? We don't have to keep living the same story over and over and over again. We can change. We can choose to change as well. And that's what this looks like to me. I kind of feel like something is inspiring you with the this, and also the Seven of Cups. It's almost like you're, sometimes when I see this, I feel that a person is like getting a taste of the good life, right? Where maybe there's an opportunity that comes up or something happens in your life where you see that something is possible. The reason I say that is that with the star, she is pouring water right here from this pool. This is a pool of universal consciousness. This water is running out into the world, and it kind of represents what's possible for one person is possible for everyone. So I feel for a lot of you that this is saying that if there's something you want to do, it's possible for you in some way, because it's possible for everyone, but you just need to go and do it, whatever it is. So it's almost like you are being inspired, or you're seeing that something is possible for you to do. I do feel like this could be like work or business related, or something to do with your finances. So again, you could be seeing someone that you think isn't that smart being very successful, or something like that. It's almost like something is motivating you this month of March, and I would pay attention to whatever that thing is, whether it's a person that you see who's accomplishing something that you want to accomplish, and then maybe that makes you realize that you can do it. You could just be getting some like news, or someone could be telling you something or giving you an idea. It could be anything. And I really feel you need to pay attention to whatever these things are, because they're going to guide you. I feel that this is going to show you like how you can be successful. Seven of Cups, again, I also feel that there's something that you've been delaying here. We go up to the Hangman. Hangman is actually a pretty good card. He is hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom. He is gaining enlightenment, and so now, and he's also showing up in the area of the good stuff in your reading. So you could be understanding what you need to do, or like what you need to take action on. And what do you know? You have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about taking action on something. She's my card of being bold and being assertive. I kind of get this feeling with the Queen of Wands that maybe you don't know exactly what to do. Queen of Wands, she is my card of learning as you go. So she doesn't always know exactly what she needs to do, or like what she should do, but she needs to do it anyway. So even if she doesn't have the answers, even if it doesn't have a proper direction, she needs to take action anyway, because if she does, she will find success, plain and simple. So let's see here. With the star card, you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel that you see something clearly now. Queen of Swords, she only has clouds halfway up her body there. So it kind of represents the fact that she sees things clearly for the first time. So it's like you are seeing clearly the steps you need to take, or what you need to do with your life going this direction here. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Three Cups. Three Cups is a celebration. So I feel there are a lot of reasons for you to celebrate in the near future, or that you could be celebrating, a lot of different things in the near future. I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for you as well with the Three of Cups, but, I kind of feel this is almost, like, I don't want to say this is a guaranteed win, but I do feel the universe is saying to you that whatever you're dreaming about, if you get started, you will have a celebration. You will find success in whatever, with whatever this is right here. But again, I think I kind of see the Seven of Cups as something that you are overthinking here, Virgo. It's almost like you're thinking, this could be good or bad, or, it's like maybe you're thinking all good or all bad when something is not. Anything can be good, anything can be bad. So, I feel you really need to get moving here. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a card of regrets and sadness, but he needs to turn around and see these two cups behind him. When he does, he gets this bridge and this castle. He's grieving the loss over something that he once enjoyed. He has this spilt wine in front of him, and he is grieving the loss of the wine, his loss for his taste of wine. but he needs to realize that, if he's grateful for what he does have, he gets something much better. So sometimes the Five of Cups, I look at it, and I think a lot of people are feeling this right now, where we could be, we could be wishing that things were the way they used to be, or like we could go back to the past. But I'm not even talking about love. I'm talking more like big picture, right? Where maybe things used to be easier or things were different. But it's like we need to realize we're entering into a new time where we can do things differently. And so we're just like entering into a new world, I believe. And the Five of Cups, like I said, comes up for everyone. And I feel like everyone needs to realize that we're actually entering into a more efficient, better time, but we just need to create it first. In the area of the good stuff, you have this counselor card. It says a financial coach can help you reach your financial goals. There you go. You have a slow card. It says making slow progress, but getting there. I actually think things are speeding up for you. Again, this is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So it seems to me like things are progressing much faster than they have been. So love it. I really don't get anything else. I feel things have been very slow. I feel things have taken time. Hangman says that you've had to sacrifice movement, or there has been no movement, so that you can gain enlightenment. His head is glowing on this Hangman card. So I feel for a lot of you, this is about you needing to kind of move towards enlightenment, or it's like you're getting some answers on the direction that you need to move in your life, and your head is glowing, so you've gained enlightenment, and it's like time to take action. I feel it's time to, for a lot of you, it's almost like you could be a star. I'm not saying that you're necessarily trying to become famous, right? That's not like what I'm talking about here. But it's almost like this reading is saying, like, there is a lot of positive attention. If you want to become famous, go for it. But, this could just be you getting attention on something you're working on or something you care about. And, like, now is the time to take action. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups says follow your heart. So I always say that this cup right here, it kind of looks like a trophy. It doesn't even look like a cup. So I feel for a lot of you that, there is like a lot of abundance, or could be a lot of abundance that's coming in for you here with the Queen of Cups, but you have to focus on your heart, what your heart is telling you to do. I feel that you are, you have the Three of Cups here. You have the Queen of Wands, which always reminds me of people trying to tell you what to do. Here's what I'll say is that the Queen of Wands, she has this black cat right here, and during the times of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky, and, but the whole point of the black cat is that she doesn't care what people think. She just likes her black cat, that's it, and because she likes her black cat, that's all she cares about. So I really feel that you need to make sure that you're not, caring or worrying about what other people are telling you to do with your life and all that other stuff. You have the High Priestess here. Definitely time to trust your intuition. So, I feel it could be a very intuitive time for you, and you just need to trust your intuition. With the Hangman, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Yep, Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in life. It's the tree of life. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be creating or building everything you want and desire in your life. And, obviously this would be a good thing. You could also be attracting love. I wouldn't really say that this is a love reading. That doesn't mean you don't have love. I'm just, I'm just saying I think this reading is more all about you, which is fine. And I feel you're creating success. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Following your heart will change your fortunes is really what it's saying. So, kind of listening to your inner voice, what your heart really wants is going to be the thing that leads to success. Again, if you don't, then you're not going to change your fortune. So, I always like to remind people the wheel spins both directions, forwards and backwards. So, make sure to, focus forward, right? With the High Priestess, you have the Hierophant. Damn. Okay, that right there is divine counterparts. I personally look at the Queen, I look at the High Priestess and the Hierophant as divine counterparts, and really good divine counterparts as well. So there could be a very solid connection coming in for you there with those two cards. It could be kind of like a divinely guided connection as well. You have this Enthusiasm card. Star, you have the star twice and the starfish, crazy. So I feel that you could be very excited about new things or new directions in your life. And again, there really is, it's pretty simple. I would just move towards new things or move towards things you feel enthusiastic about. And it's just that simple. You have this Egotism card. Yeah, I would be careful about people that have a big ego. I do feel we are going to see ego issues in the world, just in general, especially Neptune moving into Pisces. Neptune is going to be moving out of Pisces into Aries in 2026. So, especially around that time as well, I think we'll see a lot more ego issues and things like that. But I would just avoid it and just totally ignore it in the first place. You have this Publicity card. Are you freaking kidding me? The whole entire reading was talking about you getting attention. I mean, there you go. If you're trying to get publicity, even if you're not trying to get attention, I would try to get attention. This on this card, she is pointing towards 1 star right there. So again, I think your focus is going to be important. Again, I also want to say that this doesn't have to be like you being famous. This could be you getting extra attention at work, like trying to stand out at work. That could lead to a raise or promotion. If you want love, this could be you getting out in public and meeting a new person. All those, the list goes on and on. You have this concentration card. Yeah, you will get what you concentrate on. Again, I'm telling you right now, I would like have a star. Create a North Star. That could be anything. Maybe you want to create a business or you want to set some sort of goal. I think you need to have a goal and then you need to concentrate on it. Finally, you have this indecision card. Indecision kills. So I feel you need to just make a decision on anything. I feel you're being divinely guided. Again, there's this angel over here. So it's like you are being guided towards, bigger and better choices or decisions in your life. And I would just move in new directions, or I move towards new decisions in your life. That's going to lead to a lot of success. But this looks really, really good, Virgo. I love this reading for you. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.